Mrs. Mac just got the news, and she's thrilled, and proceeded to just gush all over the place.
Yeah, if you guys want to go celebrate for a minute, or two.
Unfortunately, she's not here, but I'm wearing nothing but a fur coat, waiting for her return.
Go ahead and give her the permission to celebrate if she wants, then, before she gets home.
She's never needed that permission.
What are we coming up? We got some interesting plays here. Nope, nobody on the clock for objectify. We're going to have 3 in a row here. Very interesting. Plop, I would imagine we're going to see some play on Plop. It was nice to see Plop show up and reemerge to fill out the form. Grotto favorite, of course. But yeah, we got some names in the near future here. Can be very interesting. Oh, Monster's coming in on Objectify. That will start that clock. So overall, I think, looking at the way this is all playing out, it's very interesting to see where owners are taking different approaches as far as gamesmanship or getting people to bid up or things like that.
Or just stealing best friends.
Well, there's a little bit of that too, right? But at the same time, like, apparently, and I don't need to name names, but apparently some of the teams are mad at me for acknowledging such practices.
I'm not.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I remember shitting all over Ashy at the beginning for overspending. But I'm just going to say this. I don't think that certain teams are acting like they play for team owners. Kind of strange. We're at 4:30, which means Objectify is still got 10 minutes to go, but Plop is on the clock, on the block.
So would you say overall that you are kind of surprised with how things are playing out, like in terms of number of people being signed and what those strategies happen to be?
I think that we were given some deals to some wallets that I probably wouldn't have given deals to early. I was not at all surprised by the initial exuberance and the way that played, but the fact that we're now at 3, I think we'll see some more of these non-tenders, which makes a little more sense to me. But I think I've watched some statement moves both in the draft and in the signings here today that they set sort of a tone. And if that tone is legitimately aggressive and mean-spirited, it's kind of weird. If it's that, doesn't really seem to me like it's the right approach. But if it's just, gamesmanship and fun and games, then I'm fine with it. But I just got a message that says something else. So
Like what? What are you referring to?
Oh, just that I called out that specific, like, wait, so you're bidding on people that have nothing in their wallets and you have
got
no
it.
interest having
Yeah.
to bid up. Like, if I call that out, then I'm an asshole.
No. In fact, I specifically mentioned to you that yesterday. That kind of a dick move. And then you, I think, justified it.
Well, I think it's a little different if we're talking about nothing in wallets. And I'm fine with it. The thing is this. I'm fine with ribbing on all of it, which is what it's about. You know? So if that's what it is, and we're just like having fun and teasing and doing that, then that's what we're doing. But on the other end of it, I don't want to, be, dealt a heavy blow because I'm having fun with things. We do have Plop without an offer. Now, Plop has some things in her wallet. She's got a little bit of a collection. She's selling stuff here and there. But I get the feeling that she's always been the sort to want to play, especially with a little guidance, a little reminder.
Beautiful soul too.
Yeah, she's great. We all love anybody that knows Plop loves Plop.
Hershey has a bunch of cats too.
No, I don't think so. I think you may have heard. I think you're confusing some of the terms in that.
As usual, shame on me.
Following Plop with Pussy Muncher, only in the grotto. Am I right?
Right.
Only in the grotto. If it holds and Plop goes to the cat mode, I think she'll be tickled. I think she'll love
that. Can I ask you a quick question, 3? So once a free agency is completed, and we kind of have a moment to just look at everything, what do you want the timeline to be for, like, escrow accounts to be funded and stuff?
Well, that's simple. I mean, honestly,
will you just hold it back?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to distribute after all of that's done. So that's the simple answer there. So as soon as in 2 weeks when we're done with all of this, that's where we're gonna. Then you guys will get the balance back. Everything else will be held, and you'd be ready to rock.
And do we have any, I guess, even like partially tentative timelines for anything else?
No, not sure what as far as like the opening day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, we're still looking at late April. Actually, at this point, we'd be looking at probably the first week of May.
Perfect.
But the question becomes if I'm going to, run it old school or if we're going to move into the new platform phase. Probably going to run old school the way things are looking. Curse you, Vladimir Putin. Okay, Pussy Muncher is on the block. I follow Pussy Muncher's boutique concept store on Instagram, and I love to sneak in there and tell the wonderful people of Indonesia that I highly endorse that boutique. I do that all the time. I like to drop little messages in there saying, "We love boutique store, concept store." Also, it's the boutique worn by who will soon be my rival in the presidency for when I run for president of Indonesia. But for his inauguration, he wore boutique from Pussy Muncher's shop, so I like that. We're not talking just run of the mill boutique, is what I'm getting at. Quantum Mecha is on deck, and Quantum Mecha, of course, the very first Grotto member, but has sold almost all of their pieces over the last couple months. So very interesting play there. We got old school, but are they too cool? I don't know. Not much in the wallet.
I wonder if they ever made it to Starbucks.
I'm just wondering if those people reached out to them from the bowling alley.
I imagine he might have his own bowling alley and Starbucks, like in his basement or something.
I think when he bowls, the ball returns a latte.
I don't know if he's far enough into New England that it's, but I like to imagine that it's candlepin bowling anytime Ashley's bowling.
And let's be real, if it's up there, he probably has a Dunkin' Donuts in the basement, not a Starbucks.
Look at Ronomac with the regional knowledge. And I'm sorry, Jeff, I didn't see your request. You're live and ready to go if you need it. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at that screen. I was in the Discord there.
Hey,
All right, Jeff. Sorry about that.
Threes, can you hear me?
I got you. Yeah.
Hey, we'd like to offer 100 for 2 years for P Munch.
Yeah. I got you. I actually put it in as a proxy because I knew that. So I put it in for 3 years, but we can do 2 years. That was my entry on that one, guys. So, and I am an advisor to the X's. So yeah, we've got Pussy Muncher in on the books.
Awesome, thank you.
You
Munch.
are an advisor for the X's. Wow.
So, Ashley, we're dying to know two things.
Yes, sir.
There's been the talk of the LFGP here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get Starbucks squared away? And whatever happened?
Was I not muted?
Whatever happened with the bowling alley? Did we reach out?
And
to
what kind of bowling?
Wow.
And what kind
Yeah.
of bowling alley is it?
Two
Is it normal
two
bowling?
extremely important fucking things, huh?
Yeah, we were actually on tenterhooks.
That's great. That's great that I was unmuted.
Let me just say that she's got a lot to learn.
You're not kidding. So yes, we got Starbucks. And any predictions for
my guess
old Ashley drinks?
Oh well. I'm gonna say a something caramel, something with 2 C's in it, caramel frappuccino or something.
Yeah, no.
I think Ashley's important enough.
Cup of sweet cream with
Of
a dash
whipped cream,
of coffee.
of whipped cream and sugar. That's really what it is, and ice. Yeah,
beautiful.
It sounds delightful.
It is. It is. The bowling alley, the more important of those two very important things. So for those of you who don't know, this past week, the company that I'm a founder of, we replaced or transitioned our founder CEO with a more, quote unquote pedigree CEO. And so, PE-backed company, all that kind of stuff. And so the guy comes in and he's planning out his first 3 weeks. And, of course, getting to know the team, there needs to be one of those super fun team building offsite fucking things. And sure enough, he was so smart, and he's been to so many great schools that he identified bowling as what that would be. So
A true man of the people.
Yep. Really gonna make waves and just fucking change the world with this one.
Don't let him roll with the bumpers up. All right, that's a cop out.
Story of my life right there. So it was either bowling or NASCAR.
NASCAR, so that's indoor kart racing.
Yeah, it's like like the kind of like go-karts on steroids. And
Just
Do you have to
for
be
the
on the oval? Are you on the oval for that, or is it a normal kart track?
it's it's all over the place.
I'm throwing this out there. I found that extreme bondage really ties a team together. So
Yes.
something to think about in the future.
Yep. Totally. Yeah. Yep. On board with that. But yeah, you can. I mean, I think so we've done that NASCAR shit before. It's like you go 30, 40 miles an hour in these little, kind of go-karts and skid all over the place. And you can actually, I actually had whiplash from getting T-boned by our executive coach, who apparently was letting out, years of frustration on good old Ashy.
I'll just say I got boned by an executive coach one time, and I left the company with a huge compensation package.
Yeah. That's a layup right there. Yeah. Well, that's good. And then you married her.
Yeah, unwillingly, but it was just part of the settlement, NDA, all that kind of stuff.
Plop has become a cat mom. Razor is on the block.
I really hope this is a season 9 edition here. I imagine Ratcher either had to go to work or get like 10 minutes of sleep before he had to go to work.
I'm still going to have to go to work later.
You're an animal.
So Razor is up. Razor's a new member. Razor came in and, of course, bought his way in with a swipe. I believe went out and bought some other stuff. I'm not sure if they ever did pick stuff. I haven't looked at that wallet. But friend of Retro's. Fitting that there's an offer on the table from what I know of Razor. Razor has already said that they're coming to NFT NYC, so I'll be meeting Razor for the first time there. Exciting.
And now I don't have to be the second oldest in the grotto anymore.
Oh, no shit. He's older than you? Is he older than Doug?
How old is Doug?
614 years old.
Jesus.
He's just right under him, 613.
Jesus. Imagine how low his balls hang.
He has to tape him to his ankle just to get
Yeah.
through the day.
Yeah.
I am imagining it. Now I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm imagining that Doug practices some strange meditation that he keeps his balls like, in a constant state of levitation.
Some kind of sexual tantric yoga.
By the way, can I just point out that Razor was just offered a 10-season deal?
That's a first, right?
That is a first. Wow. Raptor, do you want to expound? I'm a little surprised.
Well, when you're with me, you're with me, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Apparently, nobody in the grotto understands that. Maybe you want to explain a little more.
I don't know. What can I say, dude? He's
I get you.
He's a real world friend. That's like he's gonna be with me. I mean, if pretty much if he was here from the beginning when I got in, he just very might well have been an owner himself.
Yeah.
Wait, he's your friend? The NFTs might come over the top now, so he should have not said anything.
It's all good.
Now I'm going to get more DMs. Very interesting what's about to happen here. Right? By the way, I put the wrong. I put Pussy Muncher. He's expiring at 4:50, so Pussy Muncher's got 2 minutes left. Which would put 4. I don't know how I botched that. There we go. Quantum Mech is at 4:55. Can I see who's been paying attention with Flunk about to come on? Flunk is Flunk's one of those where Flunk bought Dot Pigeon on day one, DP001, and we had a quick exchange as I was wont to in those days. All right, so we now have coming in the last second, which will extend us to 4:55. Pussy Muncher is now an NFTs offering. So 110 for 2 seasons for Pussy Muncher. Subs are coming over the top. What do you got for me, Jeff?
X's, you mean?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Or did you? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we want to do 120 for 3 years on Pussy Muncher.
All right, that's done. Got you locked in. All right, Flunk is there, and Tex is starting us off with Monsters at 100 for 2 seasons. So things just picked up again. We have 4 concurrent offers again after that little 9-pause Nort Kunma law or lull.
Were you trying to say LOL?
Next up would be Cebu, another interesting place. Like, what's your approach? How do you feel about crazy cybernauts? I think that's a good way to describe Cebu. Oh, Ashy, why'd you leave? Here, there you are, Ash. You're back.
He had to go sprint 500 meters after drinking that entire cup of sugar.
I would pay to see that. All right, so 4:52. We're coming up on. We got Pussy Muncher and Quantum Mecha under wraps. Razor's got a 10-year deal. NFTs are coming over the top now on Quantum Mecha. Under the clock though, so we're okay. Cat Mom's in for Flunk at 120. It's a pretty balanced free agent session, honestly, if we're looking at the overall numbers.
I got to imagine that there's going to be some folks that come in once, like, they hear about season 9 kicking off, and are just going to be, like standing around like someone rearranged your.
We saw it yesterday already. Somebody comes in, the grotto's gone. They immediately throw their wallet and verify. Like, that's going to do it. And then, of course, it's, the bane of my existence. But, Smoothie there told Tony Three Panels how to get back into the grotto. So we'd actually gotten rid of him again. And now he's back.
He pulled the Basilda.
Yeah, to a degree. Yeah. But special tip of the cap and thanks there to Smoothie for telling Tony Three Panels how to get back into the grotto. All right, we're down to that minute. Pussy Muncher to the NFTs at 1:30. Jeff, did you want to go over on that one?
I think we're gonna defer on this one. Thank you, Reese.
Okay, gotcha. Good deal. All right. Quantum Mecha and Pussy Muncher look to be headed. They are both headed. It's official. Both going to the NFTs. All right. We're starting with Cebu. We got 5 minutes left on Razor, 10 minutes left on Flunk. Flunk is only at 120 for 2 seasons. Cunt, I didn't realize you were in here because I didn't recognize your new PFP. So that's what that's all about. But nice to see so many front office in here right now.
What about Vin? You gotta say hi to Vin.
Yeah, I was just looking down. Vin, of course. We got the whole Cardinale Brain Trust in here, which is great. Oh, look at this. Come on up. What do you got to say for yourself, cunt, making deals, putting offers in?
Whoa.
What's up, Threes?
What's up, cunt?
How's it going?
Hey. Oh, good. It's been a long time since I heard your voice.
I know.
Official public vocal congratulations on your new little one on the way. So good job there.
Thank you, sir. I'm just happy it's a boy.
Yeah, we all are. We all are. We don't really live in a country where we get much money for our lady children.
Yeah.
So
that is true.
All you can hope are that his balls are half as nice as Doug L's.
Dude, if his balls are that nice, I swear I'm putting him up for adoption.
Cunt is famous in the space. By that I mean the franchise era, for being the guy who just took everybody's offer. You want to walk us through your thinking there?
So I wanted to be the wild card. I watch a lot of Always Sunny, and Charlie Day is like one of my idols, and so I try to be the wild card. I wanted to smooth, and plus I love sports. There always has to be that one guy who changes teams at the very last second.
Well, that you
And
did, indeed.
that would also explain
I'm still waiting for him to tell me that he's changing teams.
I'm sorry, Luch. It wasn't my. I felt bad.
I just want to know how.
All I'll say is our DM string was open. All you had to do was type the message.
I know. I'm an idiot. You got to remember, I'm an idiot. That's why I trade NFTs.
Oh, I know, and I love you, but it's nice to finally hear that you changed teams.
Oh,
I'm just wondering how many other teams you still haven't told.
Oh, I talked to every single team. I'm not gonna lie. Except for the coders. I didn't talk to the coders because I'm too good for them, or they're too good for me, I should say.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. You're not playing for us? What?
Even Ratro spoke to me. So the coders, I'm kind of upset about them. They didn't even say hi or anything.
From what I heard is our on the table offer was great. So that's all I know.
Well,
but if when Ashy comes and wants you have to listen to Ashy. I mean, he's touched me in places I've never been touched before.
Thank you.
As somebody who had to step in and mediate the debacle,
you did.
Having seen all of the text messages at play, apparently, Cunt, you don't want to play for any team.
I'm doing a good job on the Cardinale, all right?
Wild card!
Wild card, bitches! Yeehaw!
We are under a minute now on Razor, and we are under a minute on Cebu. Cebu is yet to receive an offer. Very strange. A little surprising given other people have gotten offers today. But the clock is ticking. We got 20 seconds left, or Cebu will be joining the ranks. You know what? I could see Cebu being a free agent. I think that might suit him very well. And of course, I see some action. I see it happening. Is it going to come in time? 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and no. There's no offer tendered to Cebu. There may have been some last-minute shenanigans, but it did not happen. And of course, the record deal, 10 seasons at 100 for Razor, and Slip is on the block. Nice to be joined by Tater. Apparently, school's out in North Dakota, so nice to see you. We were talking about you earlier. By the way, Tater, you may have missed out on this, but you don't need to worry about a prom date because we've got a prom date for you and Ariane, all lined up.
I would like Tater to comment on Ariane's contract.
Tater, would you like to come up? You've been invited up. Feel free to come up and unmute.
For the record, Tater, I'm wearing a dress for that night, so I hope you appreciate the lengths I'm going to.
I think we just said everybody up as Tater's date. Tater, you going to come up and address the questions about how much Ariane is being paid? Being shy, apparently. Well, we'll hear about it, or maybe we'll see it play out in the grotto as lifelong best friends no longer speak to each other over the size of their contracts. Flunk right now with 4 minutes left is at 130 for 3 seasons. Cat Mom's going to 140 for 3 seasons. Given what we've seen play out, seems cheap still.
Flunk looks like that was a steal, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 3 minutes left, and it's steal of the. I mean, honestly, if that holds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was over. I wasn't trying to start shit. My bad.
No. Yeah, that if that holds at 140, it's wild. Then are we looking at everybody up above as having wildly overpaid? Oh my goodness. Breaking news. Tater, please unmute and address the question. What do you think of Ariane's huge deal?
What's the deal again?
Let's take a look here. Ariane was given 5 years at 283 pennies.
I mean, it's all right. It's not bad. I don't got much else to say. It's decent. We'll say that.
Do you think you're going to get that much as a first round pick?
I mean,
because you realize that you're guaranteed 100 for 1 season.
Yeah.
We were done for you, Tater.
Yeah, I could see myself doing around 280 for a season.
Very confident young man.
I do.
Now, what do you think about the fact that we have a standing offer from one of our owners, multiple at this point, but the lovely Alp Doty has said that she will go to North Dakota to be prom date to both of you.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Gosh golly.
Well, that kind of...
Gee whiz.
Kind of ruins my plans. I was going to have Beeps be my prom date.
I'm going to step in here as your cultural advisor and say that I'd really rather you went to prom with Alp Doty than Beeps.
Either way, there's an Eiffel Tower opportunity.
The subs have now bumped.
I'm down.
The real question is who's in the middle.
I'll jump up. I'll jump on that grenade.
Look, Tater. Just know that we're not going to let you have a. Are you a junior or a sophomore? Remind me.
I'm a junior right now.
So when is prom?
Well, prom wouldn't be until next year for me. They're having prom this year for this year's seniors coming up in like.
Oh wait, you don't get to go as a junior?
No, not for our school.
Are you sure?
Well, if I went with a senior, I could go to prom.
If he was,
I think Alp Doty is technically a senior citizen.
Yeah, well, Threesies would have to come out with his walker for that.
I'm in. I'll be there.
I mean, I could have gone to prom, but I didn't really feel like it, so I kind of.
Oh yeah,
passed on that.
Same thing happened to me a couple times too.
Yeah,
I totally didn't feel like it either.
Oh man! And then you stopped cutting yourself.
We have a little action going for Flunk, by the way. Also, apparently we got a lull here between Slip and Steve Austin, or Cebu and Slip. Slip is now on the block, but yeah, we're getting some action now for Flunk, as we should see it. So you think you're worth 280, Tater? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I think me and Aryan have relatively similar wallets in terms, and I would say that I'm a little more of an active Grotto member. But
I think so too. I think you are too. So in other words, you probably should be worth more than 280. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, if you want to put it that way, yeah.
So if you're worth 280 more, we're saying, and you've got 20 base cards total and no 33 swipe and no dot pigeon. So what do you think Flunk is worth? Because he's about to go for 220.
I didn't like where that was going.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Flunk is at
Can we
220,
talk about that in about 10 minutes?
and Tater seems to think that he's worth more than 280.
tough questions.
Father Ashley will take care of Tater.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be fun for the 10 days that you're on the Cardinale, Tater. I wish you all the best.
I'll fucking go to prom with you.
I could probably take like 5 people to prom.
Someone was thirsty.
Yeah, well, somebody was chugging some vanilla cream.
That was all whipped cream.
Oh, goodness.
So this is happening till 7:30. Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, there's 2 more hours of this. We're just loosening up.
Nice. Hopefully you can. My mic is off when I get home, and my wife tears me a new fucking asshole.
Oh, we pray to God that you think it's off.
Yeah,
We pray.
that'll be great.
I don't think she'll be the one who has a lot to learn.
No, the Wizard of Oz will fucking unveil herself.
Lovely woman, good Christian woman. We're up to 250 now for 4 years on Flunk. Oh, is that not supposed to say anything, Chris?
No, you can say that. But you don't need to sing his virtues anymore for 10 minutes.
By the way, it is Wednesday, which means Wombat Drop Day.
Oh.
So Wombat has a new piece, which is out, which I need to go get because I like having more of them than anyone else.
Can you tell us about this one?
I will give you the live. Why don't we, Wombat? You want to come up and talk about it?
Yeah, bring her up.
Invite to speak. All right, Wombat, come on up and tell us about your new element.
Peace. Well, this is awkward.
Jesus Christ. Hey,
What?
guys. It's Wombat. My name's Wombat. I keep dropping and you keep buying. I hope you guys like watching titties bounce. That's what this one's all about.
She has a southern accent all of a sudden. And sounds like Herbert from Family
Jesus,
Guy.
I'm so sorry. I'm listening on multiple devices here. So I just had to jump back to the phone again. How's it going, you guys? You bored with this whole process yet?
No.
Do we sound it?
No.
Just making sure you're still awake. It's an endurance test today, is it not? I mean, you seem to be faring pretty well.
Well, yeah, I had to drink, 500 milliliters of sugar and whipped cream. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
First of all, I'm looking at the new object. It's got girls making out and max headroom.
Oh, how many can I get?
Yeah, you had me at max headroom. The girls making out is just a bonus. So tell us, Wombat, what do you think about being signed to multi-seasons multi-seasons for 350 or 150 tests. What do you think?
I'm fucking thrilled about
three
being on the
pennies.
Monsters. It seems definitely like my style. I approve.
Did you expect to get a 5-season deal for
I didn't know
153
what to
pennies?
expect, but I'm just happy to be with those clowns. I fucking love all of them so much.
Happy to be here. Hope you can help the ball club. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
Good Lord willing, things will work out.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to take them one NFT at a time. Because you certainly don't take one cock at a time, do you?
Whoa.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa.
Hey,
Come on, do any of us?
Yeah.
true that.
True.
Veronica, I still have that shark toy waiting for her. I didn't forget.
What are we talking about? A butt plug?
Bring it to NYC. We'll do some kind of like live NFT situation.
I feel like I should go to sleep right now.
Oh, right. We got little Tater in the room. Oh, little Tater, put on those earmuffs.
Good Lord.
Guys, sorry, but I'm still here.
Wombat, what is the and what does it even say? Deal with
it.
Where's
this is
the
a
T?
very you're gonna see when this builds. This piece has a lot of rage in it. It's very interesting. It's very cocky.
Yeah. Well, that's all you had to say. I love it. Utility conceived by threesomes.
That's right. The Immaculate Conception.
Wow.
By the way, Slip just went free agent. Steve Austin is now 4 minutes in with no offer. Little twist here. We're getting a few more free agents. A lot of the spendthrifts are no longer with us. Subs have racked up the most signings today, all on the cheap. Wombat, how many more do you have left? I just picked up another, which gives me 4 because I get 3 off the whitelist.
Let me look. Hold on. Oh, there's still 3. If anyone wants to snag one of the last ones.
Let's see if I can get a little tweet out here.
I tend to save the juicier ones for last. So expect D7 on Monday to be real interesting.
I'm excited.
I think this is pretty spicy, but then again, I'm from North Dakota.
Damn, that's like Indiana.
I just grabbed a third. I'm not sure if it went through though.
Oh, geez, Tater, take it easy.
Tater, they got websites for that shit, dog.
I think it went through. I see 2 left.
All right, and I just tweeted it, and congratulations there on another nice drop, Wombat. Great series. Can't wait to get my assembled pieces. Steve Austin is off the clock, and he's a free agent, and Taka is up. Taka is up. There you are, Luch. Sorry about that. I don't know how you disappeared on us, but welcome back.
Yeah, I had a work call come through. Welcome to the Monsters, Wombat.
And
I am
she. Oh,
so
I thought you.
fucking excited. I'm serious. I was sending texts like stupid Godzilla chips and shit a while ago.
It's a good fit. Tex and Luch are both Wombat fans. Paper Buddha knows Wombat well. I think it's a good spot for you to land.
Hell yeah.
We bid for you, but we just couldn't get you.
Oh,
Aww.
Chris.
5 seasons from now, you get another chance. Or wait, what did
Was it
Aljoda
that
say?
short?
She was like, yeah, it said 5 seasons, I think.
Okay.
She was like, oh, there's always trading, and we were like, ooh, salty. I like it.
When she said that though, we pointed out not with you though.
Oh snap!
Oh, brutal.
Well, nice to see though that Chris was more than happy to pay up for Flunk. So I guess it's just deciding who's worth what there, Chris and Wombat. So now you know, because Chris locked up Flunk for the Cat Moms, 4 years at $250. We're on to Taka. Jeff, do you need to make any action on Taka?
Just give me one sec, Threes.
Of course. We're in the home stretch. I mean, we've been. Go ahead, Luch. Go ahead.
I was just going to point out Wombat is like the blonde daughter on the Munsters, where everybody's like horrific, and then there's the gorgeous blonde in the family.
I like it. I'll go with that.
So, are you going to, obviously you're handy with the Photoshop and the whole bit. So, are we going to see some monsters Photoshop pinning all of the new players as classic movie monsters, Luch?
I was already thinking about some video ideas the other day when this prospect was brought up to me, so there's going to be something.
The possibilities, especially if I have Wi-Fi on my flight this weekend, are endless.
If you could get Chuck Hinton to make Skip squirt everywhere, that would be pretty amazing.
That's definitely team utility.
Make Chuck Hinton squirt all over.
I love how Wombat reacted to Squirt. Definitely a huge smiley face to that one.
I'm over here snort laughing, but I was on mute.
All right. Taka is a free agent. Taka's a free agent, and that brings us to Truth 999. Truth 999 is a friend of D-Bot Cherries. D-Bot brought them in.
The 10 3-penny modifier.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, are we saying?
Oh, I'm just putting that out there for the NFTs to offer for them.
Okay.
Was that pants zipping or unzipping?
I'm scared at how much you can actually hear, but that would be my merce.
Dummy.
Hot.
If you're an optimist, they were half unzipped.
There you go. If I'm a realist, he didn't even have pants on.
You're absolutely right. It would be Velcro, not a zipper.
As you folks get to know me and see me IRL more and more often, you will understand that I am a avid fanny pack enthusiast. So just trying to be a proponent of the hands-free lifestyle, and anybody who wants to make their life more seamless and uncomplicated can join me.
You know, has there been a fanny pack PFP yet?
I think that's a 10,000 generative series just begging to be made.
I totally agree. Let's talk after this.
You guys are going to want those fanny packs for EDC for sure, so don't knock those fucking things.
Oh, I'm not knocking them. I wear them every day. And the EDC is the best because if you cut a hole in the back, you can like just pee through it on stuff and no one even knows.
Stealth.
All right, so we're looking at Truth winding down here. Velix is up next. Then we have a little back-to-back action. Be interesting to see what happens with Cornholio the Great and Dick Slayer level 3. I'm really, really proud of those of you who've been here all 5 hours. It's fucking remarkable. It's remarkable.
What is the record for a Twitter space?
Oh, I would imagine you get some doofuses that keep them going for days and days, just like to do it, right? But this is certainly
This
my
is
record.
meaningful. This is actually a meaningful, productive one. So
yeah, absolutely. The real where you really find out, you know, we're always talking about these people that are saying they want to get into the grotto, but the people who will miss this one but then listen to it all on recording, those are the people you want in. People put 7 hours into their day to listen to the recording of this. That's what you really want.
I get blown away. Yeah, like the people that would like message me like, "Hey, I heard your thing on the Spaces." Like people in the grotto that are like, "Yeah, I'll listen to it later. Like that part was funny." I'm like, "How?" Like if I miss it live, like that's gone.
Yeah, no, we've got sort of remarkable the numbers we're putting up on some of these recordings. It's really something, man. But I'm going, Jesus Christ. At this point, I'm about 41 hours into like fasting. I mean, I'm not fasting, but I haven't eaten anything since I started
Vomiting.
Yeah. 41 hours. That's a long time for a country boy like me.
you're like Matthew Broderick in Vision Quest.
Thank you. I didn't see it, but he sounds amazing.
Now you do.
And you didn't even have to drink Vietnamese frozen coffee today, now did you? Very impressive.
Yeah, I've had nothing. I'm on fumes. I had some Gatorade early in the morning because numerous people told me to hydrate.
Wait a minute. So I need to know what color Gatorade you drink.
First of all, these are not mine.
Well, that's
they were just
embarrassing.
what was it? Hand.
You drink someone else's
Yeah,
Gatorade?
that doesn't make it better.
I found 2 of them on my daily walk.
Okay, so you drank
with
those
what
like,
appears to be lemon lime.
you drank those like old school wax bottles that you find on the.
Grape's the best, but if you drink like 2 bottles of grape, your shit will turn green. True story.
Some might see that as good.
Science.
Yeah, I mean, look, honestly, anything that makes your shit turn green probably means it's healthy. All right, we are on to Velix. Truth is a free. We got a little run here. This is where you look in the annals of threesomes lore.
Love that word.
Thank you. And we'll see that this is where people go, well, what? Did it like die down in the spaces? Oh no, we were probably the most chatty of the day. It's just, sorry, you guys have not brought something to the table. Velix is up, followed by Cornholio. Cornholio, of course, one of my original buyers, original collectors, had the distinction of having a complete series 2, then just going away, then coming back to us and going, oh, I like the Cardinale, and buying an entire series of Cardinale all in one swoop. For like 800, 900 tes, something like that. So, he's come to play.
That's a pious man right there.
Hey, D-Bot, I'm going to invite you up. You're welcome to come on up there. A lot of these PFPs, I'm not used to the Twitter versions of them. By the way, special hello to Sammy Girl, Texas cousin, who I met at a wedding. Shout out to Nate and Fr33 Collector as well. And who is this Captain? Captain X Eat. I don't know who you are, but welcome.
Was that the COVID spreader event?
Yeah, that was the super spreader wedding where I nearly ruined my life.
Assassinated.
Miz, of course. Good to see you. Fatberg. Love that PFP you got rocking. And all our best to Neil and the crew working away in the social media headquarters.
Ratro, God, I love your PFP, bro.
Ratro is so anti-social media and yet has a following. He's got people following. He's never tweeted. He's never done anything. People want to be a part of it.
They've paid him to follow him, I hear.
They're free. Now, this is what I expected earlier on. This is really what I sort of expected. Cornholio is a minute away. I'm jumping the gun here. I'm sorry. Any late second ads here coming for Velix? Cornholio followed by Dick Slayer, level 3.
Another great name.
See, he hasn't even reached his final form yet. Wait until he's Dick Slayer level 5. Watch out.
Frightening thoughts, but very true. All right, it's done. Velix, you're done. Cornholio, you're up on the block. We have action already. Season 9. 1,003 pennies for one season.
I would like to bid on Cornholio, please.
The current bid is 1,000 for one season. Would you like to better that?
I am going to step back and watch. Thank you.
Okay.
That's my boy.
1,000 for one season. Now, I will point out that 110 for 10 seasons would actually put you in the running. The monsters are on it, and they are offering 400 for 6 seasons. New offer, 6 seasons, 400 from the monsters. Well, Ratro. If I know Ratro, he's at the dog vet right now, or he's having lunch with his wife.
Is there a food court at the dog vet?
Knowing that it's Vegas, high probability.
So maybe both.
Just be careful of what the meat is, though.
Oh, goodness. Tater, do you have any commentary on Cornholio being offered 1,003 pennies for one season?
I mean, it's all right.
Jesus Christ, with this kid. Do you think you're worth more than 1,003 pennies for one season?
For one season, probably not. No. I mean, if
You are Tater. You're worth that much.
well, I don't know. It's comparing to everyone else that has been already like signed in free agency. I was just overlooking Flunk's uh, his collection, and he's got all those big pieces, right? He's got
Yeah.
the 33. He's got the regular swipe. He's got the dot pigeon, but other than that, there's not many other cards, right? And so that's probably one of the reasons why I would think I'm probably worth a little more is because I may not have the big cards, but like I've got the diversification in my collection, you know?
Oh, the
Yeah.
folly of youth.
He's got a Chuck Hinton, that's for sure.
Yeah. I've got a few season 2, a few season 3s. I got a couple swipes, a couple 200s. A little bit of everything.
I don't know. 33 is kind of important. Season 9 coming back 410 for 6. $410 for 6 from season 9. Very interesting. Very unexpected.
It sounds like a totally missed opportunity. 410. I mean, come on. 410 on April 20th.
I know. 427 might make some sense, right? 420 for 6. Monsters have taken the bait. Do you go
I'll drop it in there. This is reminiscent of 3Z's bidding, by the way.
Yeah, indeed. All right, we're down to the last minute. That was snuck in before the minute. Very interesting. The 5th of 6 33s on the docket today. Up 500 by Monsters? Or, okay, season 9, 500 for 6. And now we bump this up. Oh, wait, no, actually, we're sorry. Technically, we're going 15 minutes. It's been so long since we put in a bid that I forgot the process here.
Yeah, I was curious about the 5-minute end, but I was not gonna question it.
I know. We could do that. It's just you two. If either of you guys get to the point where you're done, you can call it.
I need a minute.
Spend that money.
So the Cardinali are sitting out, huh? You done? You got nothing left.
D-Bot, he's talking to you.
I was out after that 1,000 for one season, but I mean, we're pretty set.
We're still in. We're working on a term sheet.
And the clock has started. Dick Slayer level 3 is on the block. Possessor of a 33. A pair of 3Zs. I believe a regular swipe off the top of my head. Maybe 2. Looks like we have some activity on Cornholio. Monsters, 420 for 8 seasons.
Okay, I'm out.
All right, you're out. So we have Dick Slayer. We'll let the clock run there on that one. We have Dick Slayer level 3.
Any initial bids on Dick Slayer yet?
Looks like one is coming in. Cat Moms are in for 100. How insulting. 2 seasons.
Let's put up 150 for 3 seasons, please.
So what I'm learning, if you look at this, Cornholio has come back after being gone for a while, right? And is now getting a pretty monster-sized deal. Flunk and Dick Slayer, who were both pretty absent from the grotto, not quite getting the deals. So what we're looking at here is engagement really matters. Wombat doesn't have much of a wallet. She's in the grotto all the time. She gets a deal. Tater is widely known as being one of the most prolific grotto members. Gets drafted first. Monsters 200 for Dick Slayer. Monsters, of course, stack in 33s in a big way. So we've got 7 minutes left on Cornholio at 420 for 8 seasons. Monsters are now the lead bid at 200 for 4 seasons for Dick Slayer. Cat Moms for Dick Slayer, 250 for 4. Season 9 says 250 for 5 for Dick Slayer. So basically, we're looking at. Now the question becomes: Did Ratro have a conversation with Cornholio, or did he bid that up? Did Ratro have a conversation with Dick Slayer, or is he bidding it up? Ratro didn't get in on Flunk. Fucking fascinating.
I guess you're just going to have to ask them.
I'll do that. Cat Moms, 280 for 5 on Dick Slayer. Hey there, Butternut Deluxe. Welcome. Party Monster, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? And everybody else got their little shout out at some point. Zoeber, good to see you. Good to see you, Zoeber. You're about to hit the block here. X is 300 for Dick Slayer. 5 seasons. Toucan is back. Kid Tez is on the block. Kid Tez, who was the first ever to ask to hold an auction in the grotto for grotto auction back in the, I want to say X's, either X's or sub-series. Very cool. Did that a couple times. I think there's a lot of conversations going on in the back alleys right now. A lot of deals being slung. So Aber's a big swipe holder, I believe, came certainly ever present. Subs coming in on Kid Tez, 100 for 3 seasons. Monsters down to under 3 minutes to hold off on Cornholio. It's a lot of money, Cornholio. What are you going to do with all that money? What are we looking at here? 10,275 3 pennies have been committed per season. Obviously, multiple seasons spread out through that. I didn't put in any formulas to get us there, but in this first season, 10,000 committed, in addition to the front office, in addition to draft picks. Not that much, really. It still shows you that we're really not overspending at all. I think it looked like it was going to happen that way for a little bit, but it's not. Just over a minute left on Cornholio. Cat Moms are up to 340 for 5 seasons on Dick Slayer. Exeter jumping in a little earlier on Zoeber, but we'll let it ride. It's just a couple seconds off. So Zoeber's on the board. No, you're good, too. You're good. You're good. We didn't see anything. All right. Coming up on 20 seconds left for Cornholio. It's big deal for a guy with 2 series. Done for the Monsters. Congratulations, picking up another 33s. How many 33s did you get today, Luch?
Decent number. It was.
Yeah, you got Space Rocket and Cornholio. Strong.
Stay with the Monsters. We got some bids.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to spend the money, you deserve it.
Hey, Rastro, did you pick up any 33 swipes today?
I believe I did.
Oh, are we ready to announce that? Would you like to do the honors?
And introducing the newest 33 swipe holder, Mr. Razor himself.
So Ratro hits me up 2 days ago, and he says, hey, ask Kid 8 if he'll sell his 33 swipe. And so I asked Kid 8 if he'd sell his 33 swipe. And he did. Nobody else had ever asked me to ask Kid 8
Shocker.
Nobody else asked me if Kid 8 would sell his 33 swipe. So
Would that have been Retro's third 33?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Was it moderately close to current market, or did Retro make a very good idea for him?
Retro made a very good offer. So Retro offered 5,000, in which I said, well, that would be 6,666 then with my take on it. And so I approached Kid 8 and said, hey, one of my collectors wants to buy your swipe for 5,000. He said, done. So
Just that easy.
And then my boy said, I said, hey, you want to buy this? It's a lot cheaper than the one I just picked up. And he's like, done.
And you
Done.
sold it. You sold it to him for $25,000.
Baller shit all day. That's
No,
all
man, I didn't
Ratro
do that. I
does.
gave him that price. I gave him the price. I gave it cheaper than I got it. I didn't take no cut
Um,
off of it.
Yeah.
That's why we boys, and that's why he's with me.
That's why when people go, oh, I don't know about 100 a month, fucking go with Retro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, this is the thing, and we've seen it. We've seen it day in, day out for months and months and months and months, how Retro handles his business. And people aren't paying him 100. It's kind of wacky.
Yeah, unbelievable.
NFTs just took over the Dick Slayer. 385 for 6. But yeah, literally, kid answered me in like 15 minutes. He was like, yeah, cool. And I was like, and I told him, I go, I'll just read it to you. Because I go, like, you cocksucker, you realize that's like my gift to you. And he's like, yep, you win.
So you emotionally blackmailed him.
No. Here, this is the entire exchange. It goes like this. One of my collectors wants to buy that swipe piece I gave you as a gift back in August. $5K right now. You take that? What do you say? Yeah, bro, let's do it. Word, I'll set it up. Drop me your ETH address. Yo, just sent you 5K USDC. He goes, this one? And he sends me like the swipe thing. I go, that's the one. Please send it. Bear with me. Of course, I always do. That defines our friendship. LMAO. Give him the address in case it's easier to find while the test domain. Sent. Great work. Right? Always creating value for my oblivious collector. He says, you obviously win. So, yeah, I gave that motherfucker a gift, which he never used, and then he sold it for $5,000.
Yeah.
Of course, he could have easily gotten 10 or 15, but he's, didn't put any effort. So,
Not Coffee J, basically.
all right, we're at 400 for Cat Moms. Did that come? I was on another screen. Did that come in to bump us up to 555? How recently did that go in there, guys?
I put that in about a minute ago.
Okay, then we're good. Oops. We are at 400 for 6. 3 seconds left. Congratulations, Cat Moms. You guys got a 33. Opens us up to QBT. By the way, did you guys know that QBT gave himself his name from his Tez address? That's kind of neat. I like that. His Tez wallet ends in QUBYT, and that's why he called himself that. It's got Zoeber on the block at 550. Takes us to 6 o'clock. QB is on the block as well, and we're in the home stretch. So Cat Moms picked up 2 swipes for 4 years and 6 years for $650 between the two of them. $325 on average for those 233s. Great job, Chris Truman. Truly great job.
Doing our homework.
Subs looking to stack even more wallets. Interesting. Cardinale trying to sneak a little Zoeber action. Okay, so we've gone through, let me see, 3, 6, 8, 9. We're at 4, average deal, okay, is a 4-season deal. That's kind of remarkable. The average length of a deal is 4 seasons through the 54 that have been offered so far. Average deal of 4 seasons, and at about just shy of 200 per.
Yeah, but I think the way the bidding is kind of got to be adjusted at a future draft. I don't think it's kind of right if I bid 1,000 for 1 year and somebody can go 400 for 6 years, and there's got to be a way to close that gap. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think I disagree with that because it's still. Sports offers, they do talk about total value a lot of the time when it comes to those deals.
But that's true. But the players doesn't get to choose what they're getting, also, right? So technically, like they could take the 1 year deal, and then they can re up the next year. So they could be leaving money on the table. Also, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. Is all I'm saying.
Right. No, I get it. But then they could get hurt during that season. We are talking about guaranteed deals here, right? But all that said, I mean, I see where you're coming from. Keep in mind, though, the player can decide not to accept the bigger deal, right? They can say, well, no, I'm not going to go that. Or they can take it for only 2 years and throw a wrench into the whole thing, right?
Right. That's true.
It's going to be very interesting to see if anybody plays in that realm. All right, we got subs sneaking in. On Kid Tez. But yeah, it will be interesting to see if anybody either A, opts out of these offers, or B, says, no, I won't go with you for more than 2 seasons. So I guess I've got to determine a time frame that people have to make that decision. Probably do 48 hours. That way it's all done by, we'll do it noon on Friday. They have to make their decisions to accept or not. I'll do that through a form. All right. QBT, it goes untendered, and Vote for Waldo is on the block. Now, QBT, he fucking sells his. He bought way back when, because we met and he liked me or whatever, and he bought some red and blues, some frozen carbones and Molotov Jones. He's been selling for 6 Tez each lately, so not the worst thing that he goes untendered, I guess. Not exactly focused.
Retro, I would say if you're worried about player finances, you could have offered 3 at 1,000 per.
No, I could have. Yeah, no, I could have. But I'm
messing with you.
I have reasons I didn't go that route. But you're right. You're right.
So, Vote for Waldo is up. Is Vote for Waldo in Del Grotto? Does anybody know? No, doesn't look like it. All right, we got 4 minutes left on Kid Tez and Zoeber. 3 minutes now, and 3 minutes left on Vote for Waldo. Oh, Zoiber getting some action from X's. Mark A. Mander's one of these that's sort of come on in the last, well, basically since season 8. Wants to participate, is in promos, is in the events, stuff like that. That's what I look at, is like it's one thing, it's the easy game just to play in the public drops, right? But it's another if you get involved in the inserts to a degree. Zoiber's taken off here. Zoiber at 4 for 180, which again just makes flunks seem like such a steal. Down to 2 minutes there. But yeah, I like to see who's participating in the events, who's really giving it a whirl and seeing all the different things we offer. Some people are shy about chatting it up in the grotto. We're not always making that presence felt, and so interesting for me to see that we're really looking at paydays going to those that are more active. I think the flunk situation is pretty clear there, right? We're looking at 190 now for Zoiber for 4 seasons, and I love Zoiber, and believe me, he's been around a long time. He's there, but as far as the marquee pieces in the wallet, like Flunk is certainly got him compared to that, and we're at 200 now for 4 as we go into the final minute. Kid Tez and Zoiber. 4 for Waldo still untendered. 210 on Zoiber. Under the minute, so we're going to bump him to 605. Kid Tez is wrapping here, and the seconds are ticking by. Very exciting, Zoiber. You're getting paid. Congratulations. Putting in time and work in the grotto and putting together a nice little collection. Nice to see these numbers play out for those that are committed to the project. 10 seconds left on Kid Tez. And we're done. Kid Tez belongs to the NFTs. Vote for Waldo is non-tendered. Mark A. Mander is on the block. And we're down to it. 17 more slots.
The nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty.
It's a moment like this where a guy could go for a cool, refreshing orange Gatorade.
I fucking happily take that. I either have grape or like fruit punch. Fruit punch. I'm getting the word from the back office here that fruit punch is available. I really want to
the
goddamn
2 worst flavors.
Hey, sometimes when you you just got to look like, who the fuck is this? That's what? No. First of all, sometimes when you take delivery for everything, you just take what they got. Okay. Sometimes you just need hydration in any color, but also, look, I'm staunchly orange. I believe in it. I'll back it. I'll stand up for it at all times. But grape, Ronald Mac, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it.
It's low key delicious, and the orange thing could be a relic of the astronauts and Tang, and that's the only reason we ever even went into outer space. I will say that my understanding, they only even made the red fruit punch Gatorade, so when they threw it on a coach, it looked like they were bathing in the blood of their vanquished enemies. So, who knows?
Ron, are you going to be at
That I can get
NYC?
down with.
Yeah.
What's that?
I got to spend some time with you. Are you going to be at NYC?
With bells on, my friend.
Excellent.
Oh man,
the astronaut.
he's so much
just
fun.
Bringing
Luch.
the tang in, yeah.
Yeah, vanquished blood of the enemies, not just the blood of the enemies.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it's Ronomac deserves and belongs in the grotto. Look, I'll tell you this much as a former ball player and a man who's been around a lot of Gatorade in my life. In my early career, I'm talking 13 to 17 or something like that. I used to, on road trips, you'd travel with your own Gatorade in the bus of whatever organization, school, whatever you have to be in. But I used to fucking sneak the big jars, the big cans of the orange Gatorade, and I would eat that shit out of the powder as we would drive. That's how dedicated I was to the orange Gatorade. And as a child, I would eat Tang out of the jar. But that was just for a meal because that was all we had. And that's not an exaggeration. I fed myself on Tang many a day. But when it comes to that like insipid green and yellow lemon lime shit, no, hard pass. Thank you. That's got to be last on my list.
And those Tang experiences are probably why you're like essentially like the Neil Armstrong of the NFT space, pushing projects into bounds man has previously not dared tread. So there's a thing you can
I
follow.
appreciate that. I do. I really appreciate that. I think of myself more as the Buzz Aldrin because I'll just fight a guy in the parking lot for no reason. I'll just get angry, for no reason whatsoever. But we're coming up on the last minute of Zoeber at 240. He's almost getting 33 money from the NFTs. I mean, look, he's a player. Zoeber's not fucking around. Gonna go to the seconds here. We're winding down there. We're about to drop in SEK 12, SEK 12. Again, somebody participates all the time. We always see that name on every drop. All right, we're done. We're calling it. Congratulations, NFTs, for picking up Zoeber. Good pickup. I highly endorse that. Again, I think it rings true that the Cat Moms have the steal of the day and flunk at 240 for a 33. It gives you a 3% chance every day of hitting a drop. Just saying. And SEC 12, you are on the block. Let's see if Cardinale can sneak a little Mark Amander action. Mark Amander. Crazy little run there where we had 6 in a row that went non-tendered. And we're looking at a grand total of 11 non-tenders. That's about where I expect us to be. I think maybe we just need to get to that run. But that makes a little more sense. Now, for those of you that maybe were non-tendered or for those that have buddies that are non-tendered or whatever, not a bad place to be. It's you're master of your own domain. You don't get to pay, but you can sell at will, you can trade at will, you can collect how you want to collect. You don't have to have old Chris Truman on your back wondering why you didn't fill in your forms.
Yeah, get them together.
Yeah, come on, get your head out of your ass. How do you plan, Chris? Because I assume when we see some free agency that we're probably the true non-grotto free agency. We're going to see some new faces in here, some BFM faces. How do you plan on coordinating a brand new franchise with a brand new set of players? How are you going to get them to do their jobs?
We got a plan. So we've got some learning materials put together, and then we're going to stay on them for drops and for forms and stuff like that. Could you send me one?
Yeah, totally.
Um,
Sure, Rano. We'll put you on the list.
We had a conversation similar to this, Ratro and I, about and talking about the cat moms and your whole educational and like onboarding approach, right? I wish more teams sort of saw it that way. I think we have a lot of teams that are really focused on current wallets and things like that. But you know, that's really, I think, the doorway that we're opening here is teaching people how to play in the whole system.
Yeah, and I think there's the opportunity for a lot of these guys to pick up cards. You know, a lot of the guys that we've brought in so far have picked up people or picked up cards, back cards, and started to build a wallet. So, you know, there's some deals to be had.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the deal is just, honestly, I get the feeling that when people come in new, whatever's on the floor right there is a deal to be had, because as more people are behind you, you know, then more people are going to want them. Whatever the pricing is when you get there is sort of the deal, right?
Yeah.
By the way, we're coming up on a minute left for Sec 12. Look, Sec 12 is in all the drops, participates in the events. Might just be a little shy on the mic or something, but I'd like to see Sec 12 get an offer. They're I don't see them being any sort of a habit. Now, granted, I don't remember looking to see if they still have their swipe or what that played out as. And I understand that we're looking at those as sort of harbingers of success, but this would be a surprising one. This one right here, and like there we go. NFT's jumping in, nicely done, and getting it in. We're gonna have to extend it because you got it in just a couple seconds after, but we'll extend them. No issues. As we get ready now for Neanderthal NFT. Mason is another one who shows up every once in a while and hangs out. Steven and Anam. FDF, of course, is, I believe, from Belgium. Frederick de Freut. I think he's Belgian. Goose, we all know from in real life grottos. Pop Lazarus, I've met in real life, and we talked about his journey as an NFT artist, just randomly met. And then, of course, down at the bottom, Lucas JVG and 3 Panel Crimes bought their way back in by burning 200 mints. So, where do we stand here? We're starting the clock on Neanderthal. Mark and Mander and Sec are still up. There's a lot of screens to be paying attention to here, guys. So I'm sorry. Sec 12 still does have it. Look at that. So Sec 12 does have a swipe. Thank you, Mole News, for the confirmation there. I had a feeling, yeah, now that I see this, Zoeber, sorry I missed that, but I had a feeling you were, Zoeber was the Captain X ETH. So, yeah, no, you've definitely been here since the beginning. As I look at these last names that are here, we got some players still. We got some people who are very interested in the grotto, some people that are making real inroads. Cat Mom's doubling up, going to 2 on the 100 for Sec 12. I like that move. I think even some of these non-tenders really, they've got some. They're going to have some play. They might earn a slot. They could be some pickups, right? I think we got some people that could be mid-season pickups. the wheel bounces the right way, and they're right there in it. So I'm going to have forms out in the coming, tonight. I'll get them out to whether you're going to accept your free agent offer. And if you need to, I'll make it clear that you can either accept the full offer, you can forego the full offer, or you can limit it to 2 years, right? No negotiations, just to make that clear. It's you're going to take what you got there, and take it from that team, unless you want to opt out of it. But other than that, we're going to there's been quite a workload on getting these events and these days out, and I'm really proud and thankful for everybody making them so simple, really. But we'll be back on Monday. I'm going to take the weekend to catch up on some stuff and get some real painting in, which would be nice for me. I want to paint without. So we're gonna take off LFG tomorrow and just circle back, because I'm sorry, but a 7-hour LFG kind of makes up for missing one tomorrow, if you ask me. But clock coming up now on 1 minute left on Mark Amander, and Neanderthal is got 1 minute left before non-tender. That's great, Ronomac. That's amazing. Just got a little image from Ronomac that made my day. Thank you. God, what a successful between the draft and this. I'm pretty proud of this. And every once in a while we got little sensitive skin, or we got little quick reaction on stuff, and I'm sure things will settle down with those who didn't like the ribbing today. But come on, if we're not in this busting balls with each other, then we're not in it. That's really it, first and foremost. If I'm scrolling through here, I'd like to get a sort here. Let me see. Looks like most teams are taking around 7 or 8 players in all of this, which would put us right on path for it. I think the subs kind of are picking up a bunch of the cheap guys, which is, I like that play if you can get them on board. Obviously, the Cardinali are deep pockets. They've only picked up 5, but they may as well picked up 20. Yeah, this is quite the undertaking here, and we pulled it off. We got Mark Amander going to the Cardinali. We got Neanderthal non-tendered, and Mason M is on the clock, on the block, up for auction. Couple of minutes left on Sec 12. It was a hell of a steal there, Cardinali. I commend you on that one, Cunt. That's a good pickup at that price. X-Ty, Stephen 1471, Anam, and Franklin or Frederick. Well, I always say that, but Frederick Detroit, Genius 2.5, all on the upcoming list here. Not that many unknowns. You know, we got this EJQ guy. Came into the grotto in a big way the last couple of days, having never been there. Mason M is on the clock with a qualifying offer. Congratulations. Navarro Wisnu, never heard of them before, but they originally signed up back in like August or September. Acewell, not really a major participant, so we got a few of those. But for the most part, we know all these people really intimately, right? Two minutes away from Sec 12 concluding. So, Bobby D, don't sleep on Mark Amander. Do you know him? Is he part of that Ohio contingent? Just curious. Down to our last minute on Sec 12.
You've done a yeoman's work hosting this marathon session, so well done.
Well, I appreciate that, but I really appreciate those of you who've been here from the beginning. PB hasn't missed a beat. Love that. That's a big task. I think we're seeing that some of the cool guys are tapping out, the Ratros of the world and such. But we still have plenty of free agents that might sneak through. This is where some deals and some bargains are found, right? But you know, look.
Yeah, when everybody's not paying attention, they don't have enough stamina. That's when you get the deal.
Exactly. You know, given what we've seen paid for people, right? You can start stacking wallets of people that play every day at 100 a pop, and I think you're doing great. I think that should be the play. This is where we see who's got the long haul in them, right? Took, by the way, we got to give to. I think Toucan did take a little hour and a half or 2 hour nap at some point, but it's the middle of the goddamn night there. This whole thing has been going on, and Took's been around for all of it. So props to Toucan Nifties. All right, we're calling it. Sec 12 is done. Put a little pink action on old Sec 12 there. Going to the Cat Moms. Congratulations. Mason, we're now at X-Ty. Mason M is still on the block. Canadian. Love the Canadian flag everywhere. Canadians love that flag, man. I don't blame them. It's a cool flag. Best national anthem out there, hands down. Nothing beats it. Oh, Canada, hands down, best national anthem. Stephen 1471, I believe, is Indo Grotto. Anam, it turns out, is Indo Grotto. Right now, as I look at this, steal of the day is Flunk at 250. I think Ned's the Great at 110 is an absolute steal. I think the Cat Moms are going to be surprising here. Muse at 100. I think Muse could be talked into be a heavy player. Cat Moms went out and spent for Curly Q. I think X is getting Celador for 360. Huge. I think the subs approach of stacking wallets and getting a lot of people and trying to get them to play is going to be huge. I like the approaches here. I think I think we like PB was just saying, we can see some guys go on a little run here and put together some cheap ones. But hey, like PB said, he was spot on. These are people who did the work to put in the form. There's Retro. Sorry, Retro, you back. I wish it beeped to let me know somebody was requesting. Might get annoying if we had a lot of people. But yeah, you're back, Retro.
Technical difficulties, but I was there the whole time.
Love it. Love it. You love the silky baritone, even though yesterday you told me you don't know what a baritone is.
Is that what you said it was? I know what a baritone is. It's a male singer, right? The range they sing in.
Yeah, that's my range. I don't know that it is, but I like to say it is. So, what do you think? What is your takeaway, Retro? You always have a hot take for us. What do you got?
Hot take on what? On what subject?
On the whole day.
Oh, it was very, very interesting. I'm like you were talking about. I wonder what the big spenders are going to do in the next round of free agency. Are all those new people going to be left to wander the ocean by themselves and navigate their way through threesome land all by themselves? It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, fascinating take there. I wonder myself how that'll play out. We're coming up on just over a minute left with X-Tie non-tendered so far. Yeah, I mean, look, we don't know. We don't know what the numbers are going to be. We don't know how many people from outside the grotto are going to come and say, yeah, teach me, let's learn, let's go for this. But the opportunity is going to be there. Will there be any space left in the budgets of these big spending teams to bring in?
I know one team that got a big budget left.
Yeah. How much have you spent? Have you doled it out?
It's
500 3 pennies per season. That's what you're on the book for. I think I know what you got to do. You got to mute your Discord.
Okay.
Ratro likes my voice so much that he's listening to it on 2 different platforms simultaneously.
How about now? Is it okay now?
Yeah. Nope. I still hear myself. Jesus Christ, Retro. It's okay as long as I don't talk.
Okay, how about now?
Let's see.
Still bad?
Yeah.
I closed my Discord app and everything.
Sorry to hear that. Maybe somebody in the grotto can troubleshoot for you. But look, you've got 500 on the books. We're closing out. We're starting. Steven 1471 X-Tie is a free agent, non-tender. Yeah, look, you didn't spend anything. I think you have the funds to go out and spend it on incoming people. It's whether you're going to teach them how to play is what you really have to decide. I think that's the big question.
Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna pivot. Not pivot, but how everything turned out. It's like it opened another door because since I have no value to the vets in the grotto, right? Like, if anything, they're gonna say, "Why am I gonna pay you $100 a month?" Well, I'll be like, "Well, I'm gonna teach you how to learn threesomes over here and maybe be able to get a $750 a year contract for 8 seasons and whatnot," right? I mean, if nothing else, that brings immediate value to people. And if they already got to pay to come in the grotto anyway, why not invest a little bit more in themselves?
Now, were you surprised, truly, that the grotto nobody bit on your pay to play deal?
No, but what does surprise me is, you know, I don't know, people's sympathy, compassion, maybe. I tell you what, I was waiting for one person to just tell me, "Hey, Ratcho, I'll just come with you. I don't, $100 is nothing. I just don't want you to have to play by yourself." If somebody said that to me, I would have given them any card in my collection. You know, but nobody had the heart. Nobody cares.
Well, you
Well,
know
you know
what?
what?
I'll
I'll
bet
bet.
here,
Here,
mute
mute.
yourself real quick. Yeah, there. I'll bet that if you offered to give any card in your collection, then somebody would have done it, knowing they were getting something.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's kind of sad.
We have a couple minutes left on Mason M. He's been taken to NFTs for 100 for 2. Cardinale are at 100 for 2 on Steven 1471. Look, I'm surprised, Retro. Honestly, I thought when you pitched it to me and I gave you the go ahead on it, I imagined some people knowing you and knowing the style and knowing the whole approach were going to be in. I'm surprised that nobody did. I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt. I get it.
I'm not hurt. I mean, I was a little sad for a little while, but when that comes, then you have to think of something else, and it's fine if I'm forced to build my team from the bottom and bring my own real world friends in, or teach new people and build them from the bottom. That's fine, because I believe I'm going to build something that people are going to want to be a part of later on, and then it'll be too late.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think you're on the right path. It's just a question of getting. Look. I see it every day in my stuff. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for people to really understand what you're putting out there, and I think that's where you are. I think they don't. Initially, their just reaction was like somehow it was some sort of a scheme or a game for you to line your pockets or something like that. I just don't think they got it. We're under a minute now. We're at 20 or 35 seconds left for Mason M.
And I should say, Ratcho should, he has a good perspective of the people in the know who also had the wherewithal and the smarts to go after pursuing a franchise. A lot of those people would happily jumped on his team, right? So it's not like he's not onto something.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? We know that the really entrenched and established Grotto guys are the ones who know Retro very well, and they all own. A lot of them reached out to you, am I right, Retro? Saying like, "Well, I own a franchise, but can I still do it?"
Yes, absolutely, that's true. Yes, and I would have loved to play with all of you, but we know if we all played together, there would be no league.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you're going your own way. By the way, Anam is on the block, and Mason M is officially an NFT. Good pickup there, EJG. Very good pickup. I like that. I think he's got a future. He's hanging around a bit, getting his feet wet. X is making a move now on a Nom. Looks like 100 for 3 seasons. Yeah, and look, we joke a lot. We love teasing each other back and forth because we know each other so well, right? But I don't think there's anything wrong on some levels with people, especially in a space like this, saying, basically saying, like, what's in it for me? Like, I'm going to go what's best for me. The difference being the Grotto, we really do sort of try to live a life where it's more of a collective growth and we're in this together type of thing. As goofy as that sounds really weird to an outsider, but in the Grotto, I think we really do sort of get that, and so I think that's where I can understand where some of the guys are like, I'm not going to put $100 into Ratro's pocket, but I do think if they dialed back for a second and really thought about what your overall goal was, it was the right thing. And I think the rest of us get it. And so just
Also, one way to look at it, nobody knew what the salaries are going to be at. But if you look at these salaries, it's like, well, if you're going to get paid this much to play, you're only contributing a small portion of your salary to that fund anyway, if you really think about it. So, what are we talking about here?
Oh yeah, and especially when that fund is for the benefit of that team, it's about the experience, it's about all of that stuff. Look, I get it. I mean, it makes sense. I just think it might be more of a season 10 thing where it really people start to understand it, and obviously they didn't understand what the numbers were and what we were talking about, how much everything's going to be worth. So we'll get there too. But yeah, I think it's revolutionary. I think we're going to look back at this like, wow, remember when nobody jumped on that?
And anyway, whatever happened today is awesome, man. It's just great to see like people being able to know now, like, wow, I can get paid, like seriously paid, to be good and collecting and really paying attention and playing this game.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. I mean, I really, we kind of lose sight. Even I lose sight of that in when I'm caught in the day to day and the nuts and bolts of being threesomes and running this organization right now, right? But truly, like, how special is it that we've built something out and we're seeing it today? These aren't small numbers, right? Knowing what they're worth and how this will play out, this is a pretty decent reward for being engaged and paying attention and doing the minimum things that you're asked to do, right? And collecting a cool thing and hanging out with cool people. So, yeah, you're right. We can't lose sight of that, right?
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's fucking great.
Frederick Detroit's almost up. We're looking at if we can get an offer on him, we might go back to nice little pace here. Cardinale are in on Steven. X's are in on Anam. Good numbers. I mean, at this point, looking down the list here, I don't know Acewell very well. Navarro Wisnu, I don't know very well, and EJQ, I don't know. Everybody else, I think, has established themselves as being somebody that is going to pay attention and do what you should do to draw an offer here. Frederick Defroit's been around like since the beginning. Could need a little hand holding maybe to get a few extra entries in on a given chase, but is there when he knows about it. I know from the past, if I just shoot him a little message, he's gonna put his stuff in. It's funny to me, I was very shocked at the beginning, but I think it's just how the wallets happen to be positioned. We're actually coming out right where I expected us to be as far as number of untenders. So it all makes sense. All right, Frederick Defroit FDF is on the block. We'll wind down here. Let's go check into the grotto. Mrs. Omac, goodness gracious. What a lovely, lovely gif. Man, there's been a lot of back and forth, a lot going on. One thing I'd like to put out there for everybody in the grotto mainly, but also anybody that might be listening in on the spaces right now. A couple of you are non-grotto. But we're going to be making some organizational changes in the grotto in the coming weeks. And I'm looking for a very full-time, community manager, process manager for everything that we do in the grotto. Looking for sort of that's your full job and willing to give a salary that makes sense in today's day and age, so anybody would be interested in something like that, why don't you ping me and we can start that conversation, rather than it being a sort of casual, when you're available, like when it coincides with your schedule type of thing. I'd really like to move into somebody being full-time salary employee that makes a little sense for what we're trying to achieve, because things are about to change. We're going to have a lot more engagement there. So as we're looking into really going more of a traditional mod sense, from from the way that Discords tend to be run, into more of a full-blown, community manager sense, overseeing mods and things like that. So get at me. Nice to see you in here, NB. We haven't seen NB in forever. Everybody's always asking, where's NB? And now I know he's right there on my list next to Chris Truman. So, nice to see you, NB. We missed you. Saw you sold your DP the other day. Hope those funds went to a good home. I also see lots and lots of Porsches in your work, and am always amazed that I don't know about these things. And then they're not for sale, so I can't even get to them. But good to see you. Hope everything's going well in the Wisby world. It sounds like you guys are getting close to some big moments over there, I think. Vandals. So here we are. We're a little over a minute away from our 72nd free agent of the day, Stephen 1471, who has an offer from the NFTs of 3 seasons for 103 pennies. Anam with the X's, 3 seasons, 100. And FDF, Mikey stepping up. He knows where his bread is buttered. Getting FDF on the clock. So that's good. So we do have 3 at the same time. And it looks like we might have a little action here on Stephen 1471 coming in. Cardinale are making a move on Stephen 1471. Genius 2.5, you're on deck. EJG quickly counters NFTs are back for 120 at 3 years on Stephen 1471. 3 in the mix. I like it when we have 3 in the mix with 3 different teams, apparently. 135 from the Cardinale for 3 seasons on Stephen 1471. Now that one came in under the minute mark, so that will extend. Hey, Biscuit Flipper, I saw you down there. Nice to see you. Interesting situation you find yourself in, being on the Cardinale and being owner of the NFTs. It's out there. There's others that are in that same situation, but all right, Genius 2.5 is on the block. If you guys knew the excitement, the craziness, the cool stuff that old Smoothie and I have cooking up, I think you'd be really excited. Smoothie's one of the great Grotto members and one of my favorite people on the planet. It's really nice to imagine the shenanigans we'll get up to here creatively. Very excited for that. I'm going to have to get out to LA again here in the coming week or two. See if we can finish up the interviews for that piece that we're going to do about threesies. Shot by Old Shoe Shop. And I hope to hang with Smoothie and get some work done. It's going to be fun. Probably coordinated around Tuesday so I can go. Good to see you, NB. NB's got to run to a team meeting. Not a Grotto team. That's for damn sure. NB did not fill in his form, ladies and gentlemen. Vinny, good to see you in here. Daddy V Daughters. So look, Daddy V Daughters has been asking to come into the Grotto forever. You're just 10 days or so away from your chance of coming in and being a part of all of this, making yourself a free agent, seeing who's willing to take you on. So literally days away at this point. Stone by Nature, I don't know you, but welcome. Don't know you at all. A fitting name, I guess, today, as such things go. But welcome. Hopefully, you'll be intrigued by what we got going on and see if you want to take part. Oh, we got more action on Steven. EJG going in, saying 145 for 3 seasons. Anam is holding strong, and FDF. Genius still doesn't have an offer on the table. Genius is in every drop since he's joined the Grotto. We got some more action on Steven 1471. Looks like it's going to 4 seasons. Four seasons, 125, which is a better offer than it was. Certainly within play. Minute and a half left. Up, the NFT's coming back over the top. 135 for 4. A little back and forth there. We are down under a minute now on Steven, so we'll be looking if that's going to stick or we're going to update. 40 seconds left for Steven and Anam. Genius has 30 seconds left before they are non-tendered. 5 and 115 takes us to 175. Is that right? Takes our time up. 5 and 125. Just about to call it on Genius and on, yep, Genius is non-tendered. I think it's LST. LST, when I type it in, it comes up that way. LST 89 is on the block. It's not IST, I believe. We still have 5 minutes left on Steven 1471. Oops. So, does anybody know LST? I don't know them, but they're around. They fill in their forms, participate here and there. I think they have 3 friends, so they were in March Madness.
You say LSD? I know LSD.
Hey, one of these days you got to introduce me.
It'd be my pleasure.
Oh no, there's no doubt. Like I want you of all people in the world to make that introduction for me. So
no, it'd be my honor.
Like I was with Tex the other night. He was in town. He's in New York, along with our friend Dan, and we had that same conversation. We were very close in Miami. I just had too much on my plate to venture down that path. But we'll make that happen. It'll be fun.
Yeah, you got to clear a day of responsibilities so that you don't feel like you got to go do stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, that was exactly my feeling. Is like I think I'm cool, but at the same time, I don't want to put myself in a stressful position where I feel like I got to do something. we still have. Do we still have action coming on Steven 1471? I see some cursors there. Interesting. We got Acewell and the Goose. Then we got Pop Lazarus. If you guys don't know Pop Lazarus, we got to do a little spotlight on old Pop Lazarus there. They put some stuff in Marketplace for shit every once in a while. They've got a really unique take. They're they do a lot of like pop stuff. His name's Pop, right? But a little pop reference and stuff, but in a cool way. And I think there's some utilities trying to throw in there. And I just think we need to give a little more focus to old Marcus there. I met him. I like the stuff. I like it. Oh, by the way,
I'm a fan of his work. Good work.
Oh, good. I'm glad you've seen it. That makes me feel good. I'm glad. But yeah, no, he's and we just had this amazing conversation for like 4 hours one day when we just coincidentally met. And somebody told him, oh, he's a painter. Oh, he's a painter. Oh, he does NFTs. Oh, really? And then we had this long conversation. But he's really taking it to heart, and it's cool. I like what he's working at, and so we'll spend a little more time on that in the grotto. But I just got an email bar came across my phone, and I was reminded. Grand Prix Miami was sold out immediately, but I put myself on like some wait lists, and sure enough, on Saturday morning, I got the notification because I want to get them for some friends, and I got start finish line under the shade for retail price, being on the wait list. So when we think about Vegas and all of that, it really is. It's going to come in handy. But yeah, I paid like face value for start finish line for Miami.
For Formula One Miami, and you didn't call. And it's been, what day is it? Wednesday. You got that shit on Saturday. What's up?
On Saturday,
why am I just hearing about this now?
Yeah, I got it on Saturday. I was selected. It was amazing. Like, I got the email. I opened it up. There were literally 6 seats available in like the start finish grandstand, and I grabbed a pair of them, and I paid cost. And you had to, like, it came with a code in it and everything, so it was all like because of what I was doing, right? Looks like we're extending these guys again. But yeah, it was crazy because there I am, like, start finish line. So very cool that I got that.
How many seats?
Just 2, and they were like $22.50 a piece.
That's not terrible, dude. And it's the first time that track's coming lit. Like, yeah, it's
yeah.
dope.
Oh yeah. I mean, secondary market on them right now is like 4,700. So.
Damn, the floor is 47 already. That's not bad.
Well, for the start finish line, yeah, you can get like other turns and stuff for like 2,300, but those were cheaper face values too. Yeah,
if I remember right, we were looking at like paddock passes were around 9,000, 8,000, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it. It's certainly getting that buzz, right? Where it's like first time and.
Well, it's getting the sport's getting Americanized real quick with the whole Netflix stuff, and now we've got
exactly.
Vegas, Miami, Montreal, and Mexico City are pretty much America, right?
Pretty much. I don't think they'd argue.
North America, at least.
But yeah, no, you're doing Austin, is that right?
Yeah, looking at Austin, but we also heard there was a deal in Brazil to try to get into the Red Bull garage. So kind of looking into that.
Oh wow, that'd be awesome, huh? Yeah, I think next year with better planning, and now seeing how this plays out and understanding, okay, you need to be on the list of all of all the teams. Like if you're on every team's list, and you're on the track list, and you're on the sponsors list, that you got a good shot of being able to buy a primary. And then, like I said, I just went in for the waiting list, and it kicked in. It got me, so it already paid dividends.
That's crazy, man. I can't even win a fucking wheel spin in the grotto.
Well, as I understand it, the wheel spin in the grotto is far harder to get than
Hey, threes.
Yeah.
So we put an offer for Steven for 7 for 100, and NFTs counted for 6 for 150, but that's less than our offer.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so
Just wanted to let you
let's
know.
make that adjustment. Okay, so there they go. They adjusted up to 6 at 120.
All right. Yeah, no collusion here.
Yep. All right, 6 at 120, 6 at 135. Wow, people are printing 3 pennies. It looks like. Acewell is 2 minutes in on the clock. And then we got Goose, Pop Lazarus, Novaro Wisnu, Balacross, live and direct from Poland, EJQ, Lucas JVG, and 3 Panel Crimes. And we're done. Marathon.
To the 3 point printing 3 pennies. Every time Ape goes up $1 today, Tex just keeps saying, "All right, spend 10,000 more on people." So it's been tough to rein in the budget.
I believe it. Hey, speaking of Luge, are we going to get some land in the next couple of days? Is that what's going on here, or is this just people moving Moonbird money over?
It certainly feels like it's getting ready for a sale.
Yeah. We don't have any details. We're just hoping and wishing about how that's going to play, or
pretty much.
Okay. I'm willing to live in that space at this point. I still cannot believe that I got number 333 for like 80% of floor. Shocking.
Yeah, they should have known from your crypto bat you're the 333 guy.
Yeah, they should have known that I'll pay far more than I should pay.
Dude, if we would have bought Azuki that day, which bats were Azuki money.
Jesus Christ! That was the same day. I heard about Azuki 2 weeks later. Like nobody even.
It was that day. The mint was that day. They dropped at like 2 ETH each, which was right around the bat price.
Yep. I remember being so goddamn pleased with myself for getting bat 333 for 3 ETH. I'm not very pleased with it anymore.
I'm very excited for what Ozzy Osbourne can do for my tax offsets next year.
Azewell goes non-tendered. I will say this: they got us on that one. It's official. Steven goes with a Cardinale 6 at 135, and Goose is on the loose. You like that? Waiting all day for that one.
Well done,
Our
sir.
Goose is totally loose. So come on, all you Hawk fans, come on. Anybody a Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie fan?
I'd like to say I was. Hey there, Jeff. Sorry for leaving you off there. It doesn't beep when I get a request. Hey there, Jeff. Sorry about that.
Hey, what's up, threes? Can we do 100 for 2 seasons for Goose, please?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Monsters right back over the top at 4 seasons at 110.
Hey, threes?
Yep.
Can we do 150 for 3, please?
Yes, you can. All right, you're on the books. The Goose 3 at 150. Still, I mean, we've got plenty of budget left from some teams. if you're just looking to stack some quick wallets. Then again, you got some teams that are maybe thinking into the future, what they're going to do with their 3 pennies. I think we saw the Cardinali bluff at going all in the whole time. I don't think that's actually happening. So what do we got here? About 2,300 spent today. They're at about 4,000. Cardinali are only at about 4,000. So it doesn't look like they'll need to be dipping into anybody's 3 pennies right now. But if the right people became free agents when we go public, could get interesting. Keeping in mind that this is a gift right now. Everybody in this mix right now, those who don't know, there's no fees associated with the Grotto transfer. So that's twofold. One, on the owner's side, they're not paying any fees to make any of these transactions. There's no tax against these salaries being spent or anything like that. On the player side, anybody can declare to be a free agent. All these people that we see on this list who declare to be a free agent, they did so for free. Now, those of them that sign during this, which looks to be about 70 of them or 65 of them or something like that, right? Then they're in. Those who don't sign can play this season as a free agent, and then going into season 10 would need to declare themselves a free agent and pay for that. Now that cost is going to be 200 fiat against 3 pennies, so $200 worth of 3 pennies. But you'll be offset being former Grotto or current Grotto to only pay half of that. Everybody new coming in, all of you newcomers coming in 10 days or so, declaring yourselves free agents, it'll cost you $200 to come in and play. All of that money goes to the league, goes to the owners, goes to the general fund there. But it's the nature of the game it costs you a little bit to play in the project. It's not asking a lot, especially when you look at how cheap my pieces are to begin with, right? Obviously, there will be entry points that are only available to those in the Grotto, as has been the case for months and months and months and months and months, right?
Yeah, and look, those fees, those are just like league gas fees. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, exactly. And that's still, that's a good, thank you for saying that's a good way to look at it, right? It's still less than you're paying on just most gas transactions overall, when it's all spread out throughout all your participation, right? All right. Pop Lazarus is on the block. We have 6 more free agents available. The Goose is currently got 10 minutes left at 4 at 150 to the Monsters. Man, we've learned a lot today. Really, the last few days have really sort of we understand the Grotto more than we've ever understood it, I think. Now it's how we translate all of that out to everybody else. It's going to be very, very interesting. Regardless, I think we know that we value a couple things. We certainly value a deep wallet. If you've got a lot of threesomes, you are venerated, to say the least. But we also have seen that we value engagement, participation. We see some of these salaries going much higher than others because those are people who are very involved in the Grotto. They're sort of characters, they're sort of people that we've grown to know and love and trust and understand that they're a part of this project. So that matters. So if you're new and you're listening to this and you're thinking about coming in and you understand, like, you will be compensated for your loyalty to the project. I think we're seeing that now. Some of those numbers, especially at the top, man, are people who are going to make a decent little chunk over the next, if you look at seasons 4, 6, 8 seasons, that takes us well into next year, right? And it'll just keep paying dividends for them. So
we've learned the price of friendship.
Well, no, we learned how to buy a friend, I think. All right, Jeff.
Hey,
What do you got
Freeze.
for us? Yep.
Yeah, could we do on Goose 160 for 4 seasons, please?
It's done. Consider it done. All right, 160 at 4 for the Goose.
It just, the name reminds me too much of Goose Gossage. I just love it. That's why I want it,
Just in for the name. I'm fine with that. That's why I wanted Pussy Muncher on my team. Now, we all know the Goose as being a part of the PB crew. We've grown to know and love Goose from appearances in Miami and Boston. But at the same time, Goose is an X. He's been an X since he came into the league. And very much a presence in the X's channel and a part of it. So this is about keeping somebody close to home too. It's I know we've got a couple different views. What's up, Jeff?
No doubt. Just wanted to absolutely echo that.
Yeah. There's no question.
100%.
Goose he's been very active in X's channel lately, and Now that being said,
sometimes you got to let your little goose fly out of the nest, man. And do
oh, look at you, PV. That's sweet. I was about to say. That being said, fucking monsters can go after him too. It's there's two sides of the coin for everything. But very interesting.
People are getting aggressive right now. A little aggressive, no? in the chat, I don't know. Much love though.
Oh, really? We have some aggression. No, not so much. I mean, I don't know. Look, we've had some throughout the day. There's definitely been some gamesmanship, which is fine as long as we can leave it here on the free agent battlefield and hug it out afterwards, pat each other on the ass. We're all fine. But yeah, sometimes you just let your goose fly. Be interesting. I'm all for clicks, but I'm also for breaking clicks up. So I'll go both sides of that one. As I look forward, I'm really curious. Look, if you got Lucas and JVG and 3 Pallet Crimes both they missed it. They didn't put their forms in, but then they burned a 200 commemorative to stick around. I mean, what does that tell you about them? We already talked about Pop Lazarus. Now, look, I don't know this Navarro Wisnu guy. Okay. Pop Lazarus went untendered as we're saying this. But Navarro Wisnu, I got to check it, man. He's been in for a long time and has not appeared, right? So let me take a look here. 10/12 is when he came in. And he's got 55 messages. Oh, Navarro Wisnu, apparently, this may be why we don't see him very often. But Navarro Wisnu apparently is in Grotto. That explains it. So he's actually got quite a few. You can see how many messages people have sent. By the way, It's Ariane and Tater are quite chatty. Don't go trying to search for a specific message in either of those chats because they, yeah. But Navarro Wisnu is Grotto. That explains a lot. So we could see some action here. Navarro Wisnu is on the clock. We've got a minute left, or rather 3 minutes left now. 2 minutes in, but Navarro Wisnu is Grotto. Oh, sorry about that, Luch. I hate that it doesn't beep to alert me. What's up, Luch?
Oh, the phone killed my session, so I'm just joining back.
Okay, cool.
I want to do a fake, dramatic, last-minute claim on Goose that we're not actually doing.
Really, really remarkable that we've lasted as long as we have. Jesus Christ, PB, this is a marathon that you and I run here together. Remarkable. And you just,
it's excellent.
God, it's excellent. This is what it's all about, right? This is just hanging out. It's just two buddies hanging out, connected through the airwaves, man. Just connected through the airwaves.
Hanging out like wet clothes waiting to dry.
Fucking A.
Virtually spooning.
Well, you know what? I like to feel a little intimacy. I like to feel close.
I'm not scared
All
to
right,
hug
now,
you.
hell no. And you're a good hugger, too. It shows. Jeff, are you wanting to get in on Novaru Wisnu?
I think we're going to hold for right now.
Okay.
Breeze.
Easy enough.
We're going to wait for the next couple of folks to finish up.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
Yep.
Volacross. So do you guys know who Volacross is? So Volacross and Jesus, what was his name? He was my botter. He was the guy that set up all the bots for the grotto, sales bot and burn bot and all of that stuff. And then he threw a tantrum one day, and there was somebody he wanted out. And so I brought a new player who had been looking at getting in, a friend of mine who was like, "Hey, I'd like to be involved in your thing," and I set them up to buy out his account. Now we're talking, he had no Series 2s really, but really had like a full set of Series 3 and a full set of Series 5, I think. Anyway, but Volacross is his brother. Now it turns out they were actually both co-owners of a door in Door Gang. So there's like all this like in and out, back and forth, where we all sort of are on the same plane. But he took a 5,000 TES buyout of his account. And at the time, TES was $7. But it was substantial off the books. I mean, I got my royalty on it, but that was a pretty decent one. And then, by the way, Goose is with the X's. Congratulations. And we're up to Volacross, who I'm talking about. Anyway, Polish and involved. And he just comes in and he gets into every drop, kind of stays out of the way of everything. His brother didn't maintain the bots, which made me a little weird. It was a little strange. He wouldn't take any payment from me. He just wanted to trade for threesomes, but then wouldn't maintain them. So it was a little wacky. But that's the story. That's the backstory.
Did he ask to trade for threesomes, and then when you asked for his TES wallet, he asked what you were talking about?
That would not be the first time that happened, but no, it didn't in this case. They're all about the Tesmagins. I don't know. But yeah, no, they're sort of out there, but they make good money is what I'm getting at in the whole. And if they sold their drawer, we didn't even know it was them until they took payment, and it turned out that it was one of those guys, but they were in Door Gang under a different name. And then they sold their door to Ratro, and Ratro was like, "Wait, isn't that motherfucker?" That's my Ratro impression. But yeah, it was turned out to be the same guys. And so Volacross, even though so and so, I can't even remember his goddamn name, and the deal was, okay, you're out of the grotto if you sell this thing. There's Retro, and so yeah, he turned out being the same crew. So those guys have made a decent killing on
You
these.
talking about Three Dicks, Three Dimensions? I was gone.
That's the one.
Ray gave me a call just now. I was on the chatting it up with Ray, for a little bit.
Sounds like a real Cain and Abel situation there.
Oh, no doubt. And Two Dicks, Three Dimensions. That's their name. Two Dicks, Three Dimensions.
Would that be girth, length, and what would the other diameter?
Why are you asking? Now it's doubtful. You're the one who should know.
I can't believe the Monsters didn't get Goose. I mean, is it budget problems at the end there?
There was a little discussion about him having been an ex and then wanting to retain. We appreciated that.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. My hat's off to Goose. I mean, I know he's really in deep with the Paper Buddha crew. I just thought he would want to roll with Paper,
He's actually been hanging on the X's.
Oh, that's dope. Well, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, no, it's been working out for everybody. Now we're on to Volacross. Volacross got 2 minutes left. Look, I don't if you need to hit on a daily win, Volacross has some holdings and will do it, but it'll also sell the shit out of stuff by the end. So it's one of those where it's like, I don't know that Volacross is going to team up with you guys to complete chases, but he will enter everything, and he does have some stuff. It's one of those weird ones, right? Then I have been given proxy for other people coming up by an owner in absentia. So we'll see how that plays. But we do have some more rumblings in the works. We're 1 minute away from Volacross being no tendered, which is not the worst thing. I think they run themselves like a free agent. But if you're just looking for bodies to fill forms, you're never going to have to worry about him. And he pays. Like, he's aware. He knows there's money to be made in threesomes. Definitely runs his organization as such.
If we were bookmaking and we were setting odds, what do you think we would set the odds on this season's 9 championships at? That's something we could talk about.
I think we need to have that conversation as soon as we really look at these rosters, right? I think we need a little bit of analysis. I mean, I know who I thought my favorites were coming into the season or into these drafts and stuff. Draft and free agency.
I mean, just looking at overview, like not delving too far, you got to figure the first 2 favorites got to be Cardinale and Monsters, right? I mean,
that's what it looks like right now. All right. We have a by proxy offer from the subs for 102 from Mikey for EJQ.
Hey, Three. Can we sign Valacross 100 for 2 seasons?
It's over.
Oh, it's
Valacross
over?
is gone.
Okay, sorry. Because I'm driving, so I cannot. Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yep, sorry. Valacross is gone. So EJ Crew is on the board, followed by Lucas JBG and 3 Pound Crimes, and then we're done.
Look at Mikey making sure I don't forget because I'm an idiot and he already knows me so well. We're like best friends.
So tell us, you want to clue us in here as to why we're going all in on EJQ?
Well, I don't know if this is necessarily what I would consider all in, but on some of the, whoever's taken over the subs Twitter account, first of all, that guy is doing magical things, and EKG was, kind of been interacting on some things and instigating that, he'd like to be a part of our team. And, despite the monsters coming in and trying to step all over our hopes, dreams, and desires, anytime someone interacts, you'd like to try and reward that and see if there's a chance that they could be a, productive contributor.
Well, yeah, hopes and dreams dashed right in front of us in the middle of.
It's the story of my life, man.
Now, I will say that the monsters, under the tutelage of, I would imagine, even though you're an owner, but that some sort of what would the term be? Performance enhancements, director of performance enhancements, PB. But is that where you're seeing some life in old EJQ there? What's up, Luch? How are you going all in there?
I mean, I'll just say that we put our names together and stuff like that, and it's one of the names we had. I don't like to give a lot of the inside pool away what we're thinking.
That's okay. It's fascinating because
the last time I did, one of my best friends got stolen. So
I like that he's only one of your best friends now instead of your best friend. Because guess what?
Canadian. You have to keep that at arm's length.
Yeah, very true. Also, he doesn't play for your team anymore, so fuck him.
Who are we talking about here?
EJQ, right? Well, first of all, we're talking about all the friends that have been stolen by all the other teams. But really, EJQ. Remember EJQ, where I was like, have you ever heard of EJQ? You're like, I've never heard of EJQ. EJQ now has a bidding war for him.
Oh, I see.
EJQ, who rolled in to the grotto, having been there for like 5 months, but never participating. And it's just like throwing up picture after picture of illicit substances.
Oh, yeah. Now I know.
Look,
right.
we
started the marijuana fucking feed yesterday.
At the very least, he's astute enough to recognize that there are major shifts and changes happening right now, and he wants to be a part of that. And there's value in someone with vision.
Well, if we're talking vision, I think he's safe from glaucoma.
Yeah, but he's probably blind all day.
No, I had the better one.
Yeah, he did.
I won on that one. Thank you. All right. So Lucas JBG is just about to go up. We're down to our last two. The last two came back in by burning 200 mints. Both of which I think they had to go purchase on secondary. So very interesting spin there, little turn of events. Welcome, Johnny Jungle. We're just here winding down a 7.5 hour marathon free agent extravaganza. We're down to our last two. Officially, Lucas JBG is on the block for 5 minutes, and we have EJQ. Now, look, Subs, are you really going to miss out on your guy over 25 3 pennies? I thought he was highly targeted. You're just going to let the monsters take him from you? Not that I'm inciting any sort of exuberant bidding or anything like that, but I don't know. Meanwhile, Lucas JBG, friend of, are you ready for this? NFT dealer. By the way, did you guys realize that NFT dealer, our beloved Argentine friend, is now living and working in Australia and still finding time to do his forums and participate in the grotto. So special shout out there. And he was, of course, taken in the draft yesterday. Didn't even make it to free agency. So a lot of moving pieces here, and they all sort of seem to connect in the end. It was very funny that 2 Dicks 3 Dimensions ended up being indoor gang, and we didn't even know it. That was a stunner to me. But God, I wish he maintained my bots, because I loved those fucking bots, and now they limp along. Now it's one of the manual things we got to pull every once in a while. Of course, it all fell apart with the November hen chaos and madness. All right, we got 4 minutes left on Lucas JBG, and then we're finishing it out with 3 panel crimes. God, what an effort we put in today. I'm not one for patting our backs, but Jesus Christ, 7 hours talking about all of these. What have we spent so far today? We're at 11,535 three pennies offered for season 1. Not to mention everything from the draft, and that's quite the bolstering of the ecosystem. We're going to see a lot of three pennies come in the market at the end of season 9, and find all sorts of fun ways for them to be put to use. But let's see what our numbers look like. We're at 8, 10, 16, 18, 19 non-tenders. And right now we're sitting at 80. So basically, 1 in 4 was passed on, which is right where I expected us to be. Those are guys that just really haven't proven themselves yet, haven't established themselves. We saw again that being engaged in the grotto, people were getting paid more because they're friendly and chat a lot than those that simply put in their forms and play on a slow and steady pace of their own, right? So if you're looking to land a deal, you want to be active in the grotto, apparently. That'll certainly pay off. It also helps if, team owners have certain tendencies and they want to play into those, then we see that, right? We see team owners aligning themselves with certain players. But I think there's a lot to learn for those going forward, figuring out sort of how this is going to play out in the coming seasons. This is our big one. This will never happen again. We'll never draft for 8 rosters and sign free agents at this clip. This will never happen again. So certainly one for the books. I've never fucking talked live to you guys for 7+ hours in a row. That's for goddamn sure.
So I guess every Wednesday is going to be, a whole different deal, man. Crazy.
We're setting the tone. Spend your Wednesdays, literally your Wednesday, with threesomes.
You're gonna have to
All
do
right,
my
we're in the
shilling
final
for
second.
me. You're gonna have to do my shilling.
Yeah, well, hey, we put that out. What sort of engagement you get? What sort of response you get on that drop today, PV?
Pretty good. I think we're at like 33 bids, so not bad.
Awesome.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Baller.
Hey, when do I get my 1-of-1 for completing 3 temple runs?
Working on it, man. You heard about my computer blowing up, right?
Yeah, no, I heard. Yeah.
So I'm actually I've got most of it back now, and so I'm getting back into workflow, which is good.
Awesome. Hey, believe me, whether it's computers or other things derailing us every once in a while, we just got to say, hey, reset and do it a little differently.
Did he spill dirty water tobacco pipe stuff all over it?
No, I'm on brand, man. I smoke joints pretty much.
Paper Buddha. He smokes paper and he smokes Buddhas.
Genius.
It's official. EJQ is a monster. Lucas JBG was non-tendered, and 3-panel crimes. 3-panel crimes. Again, special thanks to Smoothie for instructing old 3-panel crimes on how to come back in the grotto after we've gotten rid of him yet a second time. So 3-panel crimes is there at the end. And at this point, I don't know how 3-panel crimes will ever leave us. God knows there'll be another fucking loophole down the road. So you guys might as well pay him. But he's the last free agent on the block. What a goddamn day. Thank you, everybody, for doing this, for hanging out, for putting up with me. Special apologies go out to my dear and beloved Crypto Kitch, who I upset today, and I'm sorry. But at the same time, come on, we're all just fucking having fun.
Weren't you just yanking his chain?
I was yanking his chain. I was. Oh my goodness. Yeah. 2 lessons learned. If you compare yourself to the Yankees, it's probably not going to go well for you. But if you compare yourself to the Yankees, we're supposed to pretend that you didn't. So, little complexity there to that whole thing. And I get it. Look, I believe in the NFTs. I believe the overall vision. I think they are going to be a brand. Okay? I think I get what they're going at. It just was, similar to our dear friend Hawk. Choosing the method of delivery was a little off. So it was a parentheses Y parentheses Anki type moment, I think. Hopefully they bounce back a little better than our old buddy. But willing to call it here. We can wind down these last few minutes. Anybody have any comments? Anybody have any last thing? What do you got for me, cunt?
What a historic day, bro. Good shit, man. Good fucking shit, 3Ts.
Awesome that you were here for it. I love you. I haven't seen you in forever. We got to get back down to Miami if you can't make
Love
it
you too,
next
man.
week.
Love you too. You're always welcome in Florida.
I appreciate that, and I know it to be true. We don't just mince words here. We call it like it is in the grotto, and I feel welcome when I'm near you. Same thing goes. I look forward to seeing all of you in New York for NTNYC. It's going to be tremendous. And we're going to put together some really magical events for everybody. And even if it's just 5 or 6 nights of after parties, fuck it. Nobody does an after party like we do. Hell yeah.
What day are you thinking about coming in?
Well, I live here, so I'm technically already starting. But I think we're kicking off the 19th to the 26th is kind of the dates that we're playing with. I think that's the deal. So whether people want to come in on Monday, when they want to come in, but I think I'm going to have we're going to be open for business for all of those dates. People come in and people go. People's schedules differ. Ronomac's going to be in town starting on the 17th, which means Mrs. O'Mac will be here on the 17th. So that in itself deserves a parade.
Put a fresh sheet on the couch, sir.
I have these amazing pads. Trust me. Amazing pads. They will change your life if you're not using them. But yeah, no, I'm all for
You guys can have my bed.
it. Wait, which one? How many do you have, Retro?
We'll see. I don't know, but I know I have one for myself, so I'll give mine up.
He's at this point he's got like a wing.
Yeah, no shit. At this point, I may be renting rooms from Retro. Although it's going to be very, very interesting when we see the final tallies here, given moves that were made, and it's all over. 3-panel crimes, non-tendered. Very exciting. But there were some moves made today. There were some 33s that were shuffled around. So when it's all said and done, I know that the monster, you guys are sitting at like 6, I believe. I think season 9 sitting at 7. There's only 33 of them, and those 2 franchises have 13 between them. Think about that for a minute. Just saying. Anyway, guys, what a day. Thank you very much. We'll call it here. I love you guys. I'm not going to have an LFG tomorrow. I'm going to be recording as long as Kitch will have me back as a friend. I'll be recording my weekly threesomes left to focus on podcast. And then I'll see you guys back on Monday. And we'll break all of this down on Monday. Have a good weekend. Thank you for an amazing week. It's been absolutely tremendous. Thanks to all of you for hanging out. And PB, special props to you. We made it the whole 7 hours and 1 minute. Didn't miss a beat.
It was a fucking blast, bro. This whole time, this whole thing was great. The way that it's been handled has been excellent. Every comment I see looks like everyone's having a great time, man. Great, awesome job.
Love it. Thanks a bunch. It means the world to you.